in charge of taking care of Annabelle has mysteriously passed away.
This being starts to come in focus, and he's huge, like bigger than the earth, bigger than that lake of fire, huge, taking up everything that I'm seeing.
I don't believe that when the gods ascended the earth and procreated with human women, that they were surprised by the results. I think the result was the point.
Yo, welcome back to the channel, gang. We're back with some creepy and interesting TikToks that'll make you question everything. Let's get it.
In charge of taking care of Annabelle has mysteriously passed away. Yes, this is a real story that was just reported by TMZ. This guy right here named Dan was in charge of Annabelle during her tour, and it's unclear at the moment how he passed away. As you can see right here, this is the article. I can't find anywhere exactly the exact details of how he passed. All I know is he passed at 54 years old. Now, if you didn't know, Annabelle is on tour right now, and supposedly she went missing like a few months ago. Who knows if that's real or not, but this doll right here has been having a lot of problems to pass. Lately, we did have videos confirming that she was at the museum where she normally hangs out. But like I said, she is on tour. They take her out of that and take her to random cities around the US, which is pretty insane. If more comes out of this story, I'll be the first to let you guys know. Very tragic, and I hope the best for his family. And of course, I'm curious to hear your thoughts down below. Absolute insane story right here.
The name of the toy is where it starts and stops for me.
It wasn't like in an open pit like what they describe hell as. Like I was in a cave, in a freaking cage next to the throne.
So what throne? Are we talking about like a Satan's throne or just a throne?
No, this was like a black obsidian throne that was very angular. That was Stolas's throne because that's where Stolas sat, you know.
So this is interesting because I have the sense that there are a ton of different entities doing what you went through, because I have not come across one person who brought up the same entity as another. It's always a different entity's name. And so there's got to be different throne rooms that people are being recruited into.
What it is what are your genetics like? Because I'm related to certain people, that's who they're allowed to contact. The spiritual world is very legalistic. There's laws. I mean, God has all his laws. Well, Satan had to make his in opposition to God's laws for the inversion to work. So the ones that I am under through like generational curses of family being into the Freemasons and black magic and stuff like that is where they're also able to, because of the genes, somewhere along the line, that demon might have been a fallen angel. I don't know. It might have bred with somebody in Dracula's line. You know, I don't know how it all works. I wasn't raised in the Illuminati or nothing like that. I later joined the Rosicrucians, and they're the ones that trained me.
Okay.
So, I got training from Stolas, and then I joined the Rosicrucians and got training from them as well.
What kind of training are we talking about?
Well, metaphysical training, like...
Really?
Yes. Here's the thing, is like Christians use the same tools that pagans use when they're doing an exorcism. They splash the holy water, they have a symbol, they use incense. They're all using the same tools, mostly, you know? They're praying, but we call that magic when they do that. And when Christians do an exorcism, it's an exorcism, but it's the same process.
So I'm reading here on, because I've never heard of Stolas before, and I tried doing some quick searching on it. There's a website here that says Stolas, also known as Stolos, is a great prince of hell. He is seen as a fallen angel and commands 26 legions of demons. That's a lot of demons.
But the moment my head hit the pillow, I close my eyes, I'm immediately somewhere else. Like I'm not on Earth. Like I'm in my mind, I'm thinking I'm in space. I know now it was the spirit realm, but it was like I was in space, like outer space, like above the earth, looking at the stars, looking at the galaxies. And I'm just like, whoa, it felt so real, so much more real than me talking and breathing this oxygen. And I remember looking around and thinking, wow, God, because I'm still a Christian. I still have a knowledge of God. I'm just like, thank you for letting me have this amazing experience, because I love stars. I love just the universe.
Mhm.
But I'm in outer space and I'm looking around and I'm wow, this is amazing, God. And I'm looking and I see the earth kind of beneath me on the right side. And it didn't look like the globe. It looked just like a big lake or like, massive, just the ocean.
You're going to trigger the flat earth people.
I know I am, but mind you, this is the spirit realm. Things don't really look the same like they do here. This is the spirit realm. And then I remember looking past the earth and I thought it was the sun at first glance. And it just looked like a suspended lake of fire. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, what is that? And then this being starts to come in focus and he's huge, like bigger than the earth, bigger than that lake of fire, huge, taking up everything that I'm seeing. This is a supernatural being. This is God, because surely bigger than everything I'm seeing. So I'm like, Lord. And when he spoke, he said, no, you know who this is. And those words pricked my spirit because they weren't audible. It was like I felt his words. Because mind you, I wasn't living for God. And I was that type of Christian that would pray before I go to sleep, forgive me for this, because as long as I ask God for forgiveness, I can go to heaven if I die. When he said, no, you know who this is, my first thought was, oh no, I missed it. I died in my sleep and now I'm being escorted out. Like, oh no, there's no turning back. So I start, no, that hopelessness. I'm like, no. And he said to me, shut up. Almost like, he's on a time limit. If you worship me, I will give you all these things. Fame, I'll give you success. I'll make you a line artist. I'll give you the grand relationship. Like all of these things is appearing on the earth. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, I'm not dead. This is my time to choose. So I said, no, I'm the daughter of Christ. And then when I said that, he called me the B word. And I was alarmed. I'm like, he uses our language, our vernacular. Like he was mad that I made that decision. And I just flung back like a vacuum and I woke up.
That's the kind of dream that you don't wish in your enemies. There are certain things that you wish was AI, but there's a high possibility that this is a real clip.
These girls were staying at an Airbnb when they found a secret hidden door behind the kitchen counter. Now, in the caption of their original video, it lets them know that all the doors have no locks, which is a very strange thing to have in a home. Now, we are going to go down there and see what's going on. But as you can see, the staircase kind of wraps down to the right. And this girl that opened the door would definitely survive the night. Because once she looked down below, she closed the door almost immediately. And she's like, I ain't going down there. This is a fun video, so they definitely do go down there. Obviously, after a little bit of convincing. So they all held hands and got the courage to go down the stairs. And the first red flag that they saw was this writing on the wall. So this was either a fun place for kids to play, or some kids were locked up down there. We don't know. So you can see it looks like they were playing tic-tac-toe right there. And that's when they saw this thing at the bottom of the staircase, which pretty much sent them. They couldn't go any further. So I enhanced the video so that you guys could get a better look. It seems like the owner put a bearskin rug down there. And I don't know what that cabinet shelf thing is, and a litter box. We have no idea how much further this thing goes.
Airbnb probably has a subcategory called the Diddy homes because with no locks on the doors and a secret tunnel, there's no way this should be in a regular listings.
So now you're telling me that a council known as the Galactic Federation has been monitoring our planet since the beginning. They apparently were going to make themselves known in 2027, but due to everything that's been going on Earth, they've moved it up to 2025. They are on their third level of presenting themselves, first starting with the orbs last year, which a lot of people have seen. The second phase, their motherships, their modes of transportation, have been all around the entire world, cloaked, multiple places that I've seen the videos. Now, once again, this is allegedly, but the third phase is the guy who was sleeping in the egg. The egg that the video that just came out recently, he was resting there, so he's basically their go-to guy. So there is apparently a council of 26, and there are the council of 5, which will be making their human presence known very soon to help us basically get through every bit of craziness that's been happening in our world right now. Now, Obviously, anything I say is for entertainment, education, learning, and conversation purposes only. But this is fascinating to me because there has been a lot of things in the news, a lot of things that add up, don't add up. So obviously, take what you will, leave what you won't. I'm not here to encourage you to believe one thing or the other. It resonates here and it feels truthful to me. So yeah, drop it in the comments. Have you heard this? Do you know more? Do you believe it? Do you not believe it? I think it's a fun thing to talk about on this gloomy Tuesday.
I don't believe that when the gods ascended the earth and procreated with human women, that they were surprised by the results. I think the result was the point. A creature that was a hybrid that was human enough to retain dominion of the earth through the bloodline of Adam, but also had these extraordinary capabilities that would ensure, including their size, ensure their dominance of the earth. And by doing so, you can subvert the human species, and in this way, you can steal the birthright. But through this situation that unfolded with the willing participation of the human species, because the Watchers came and chose for themselves wives from among the daughters of men, and these women willingly married them, and they were given in marriage by their fathers, and so there was a transaction, and the transaction led to mankind losing dominion on the earth. And I think that is precisely where we're headed through transhumanism. The same sort of transactions are going to be made, not necessarily that the gods are going to descend and all of that, but that we are going to relinquish those trademarks, that willingly relinquish those trademarks that make us human in order to gain the benefits of these technologies. And in doing so, we're going to lose our humanity and with it, our birthright. And that's going to set the board for what I would describe as a Genesis 6 2.0.
There's a door, open, a round door, you know, like in the Stargate. And I don't know if it's as big. There is one picture that the person is quite small, actually, on it. You can go and look for those interested. Go and type CERN portal LHC door, and you will see. So in front of the door, they have a room. They probably have many doors, but they have a room, and they sit around the table. And I said, so yeah, what happened? He said, well, an entity came from this portal, and like
What?
it sat at the table. I was like, but how is this entity? What do you mean entity? Is it a person? Is it an alien? What color are they like us? And they couldn't answer anything. They said, no, it's not. We know. We just know it at CERN, and they cannot describe it, but they have it secondhand. It's not third, fourth. It's a very good friend who knows.
That's very.
I have to find something more because that's not enough. I mean,
Even she knows it's not enough. I mean, she is a scientist, you know.
I said, can you proof? And is there a proof that they bring, that they give something? There's some document, and they said that this entity the second time took a scarf and left a scarf. I said, what type of scarf in it? They don't know. They're not into the detail. They were really into the event and not the detail. And this entity left again. So that's the short scoop that started me going and trying to look for that. And so
For the mere fact that CERN portal is able to release entities, I wonder if CERN as a whole was created by humans to begin with. It looks like the bottom portion of the moon is about to go on hiatus.
Something in Yellowstone Park got the bears acting unusual, y'all. There's a video going around of the bears leaving the Yellowstone National Park, y'all. I have never seen anything like this, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the video, and y'all let me know down below in the comments. Have y'all seen anything like this before? And I'm hearing it's not just the bears, y'all. Even the mountain lions are getting up, packing their bags, and getting on. Something ain't right, y'all. I don't know what it is. I'm not even gonna try to guess. Y'all leave y'all guess down below in the comments, though. But look at this. Look at the bears, y'all. Have y'all seen anything like this before? This shit crazy. I've never seen so many bears in one spot, all going the same way. What the hell is going on? Somebody let me know, why is this happening? Why is all the bears leaving? Do they know something we don't know? Y'all know it's a big ass volcano under that jump. Could that joint be about to erupt? That's why all the bears and other animals leaving? That's just highly suspicious, y'all. There's been other videos around the world of animals acting strange lately, but this one is at the top.
You could tell us bears are not in the mood to fight for territory. They have bigger fish to fry, and typically animals can sense stuff coming from a mile away, so they're probably giving themselves a head start.
This place, called the Roof of the World, makes people stop in their tracks when they see it for the first time. In this region, where the sky feels like it's falling straight down, the highest peak is Moyle Simoni Peak, stands at 7,495 meters above sea level. This area is known as the Pamir Plateau in Tajikistan, and its scenery changes with the location, weather, and season. The view unfolding before your eyes feels like a masterpiece painted by nature. With clear air and few clouds, the sunset paints the cliffs in glowing colors. An S-shaped road winds through the plateau, and due to the risk of altitude sickness and falling rocks, traveling with a local driver is considered essential.
All right, guys, so here's a timeline of events. This morning, I went to the shop to go get some water and some toilet paper and stuff for the shop. It's literally the Walmart that's right across the street from my house. I was there walking down the aisles, and I heard people starting to scream, scream at the top of their lungs. And then I started seeing people run. So I ran. On the way out, as I was listening to other people that were coming out of the store, they were saying that a man attacked a woman and he was biting her. So I left. At 2:30, the mayor of our little town got on the news and said everything was under control and asked anybody that was in the store to please notify authorities that you were in the store just to make sure everything was okay, whatever. And I was in the store, but I'm not letting anybody know that I was in the store. Absolutely not, because who knows what the hell is going on. About 20 minutes ago, we heard that the lady at the hospital wound up attacking people inside of the hospital. Okay? I have no idea what happened to the guy that was inside the store, whatever. I don't even know what the hell is going on, honestly. We've been having state troopers, we've been having ambulances constantly, non-freaking stop. Watch the last video. It's crazy. It's non-stop. We have National Guard at the store built up. They have like a little center over there. Apparently, it's quarantined over there. Apparently, the hospital is quarantined. People are starting to get worried and nervous. Like I said, I live in a little tiny town, and everybody's starting to find stuff out. People are starting to let their imaginations go wild, and it's getting to be scary. Like I said, there has been so many sirens the past 2 hours. It's unbelievable. So I'm going to the store, the corner store. I'm going to go get a bunch of water, go get some supplies, things that I might need, because we might be in the middle of a zombie outbreak. I know it's crazy to say, but, dude bites a lady, ladies biting other people, now they're quarantining shit. It just put two and two together. You know what I'm saying? This is 2025. We know what the fuck zombies are. So, pay attention. See what's going on in your neighborhoods. Watch for things, you know what I'm saying? Because it might not just be here in my little town. It might be expanding. Viruses spread quickly, especially depending on if it's airborne or not. I don't think it's airborne. I figured maybe if it was airborne, I'd be sick by now because I was in such close vicinity. Could be bloodborne. Could be bites, scratches. I don't know yet. I'll keep you guys updated. Love you guys.
I was waiting for him to say what town he lives in, but this sounds like Walking Dead in real life.
We might just be cooked, because now we have underwater ocean currents, the ones that control the climate change. Yeah, they're reversing. This is probably the source of the reason of why we seeing these crazy storms happen everywhere. So the flood that just happened in New Mexico, the one that happened in Dallas, North Carolina, Central Texas, and some other places, is starting to see crazy climate effects. We've got polar bears that's off the coast of California that most likely drifted down there off an iceberg that melted from Antarctica. Remember watching 2012, and the whole entire reason that all of this stuff happened was because of the ocean currents had changed. And we also seen the shortest days in history because the earth is now spinning faster. Simultaneously, the earth's inner core just decided that it want to rotate backward. Y'all get y'all life right with God, bro. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. I don't know what's gonna happen next, and it's getting crazy.
Solange knows. I don't see why y'all acting surprised about what Solange knows posted. We all been knew that. Look who her sister is. One of the biggest witches in the world. We all been knew this, bro. People always talking about some, man, you reaching, man, it ain't that, it ain't that. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, like, look what these people are doing, bro. They are not hiding it no more. They are openly putting it in your face. You guys will see your favorite celebrity, your favorite artist, your favorite rapper, your favorite movie star, all of these people. Y'all will see them show you who they serve right in your face. In 3D, in 4K, in HD. And you will still be like, oh no, man, they ain't demonic, bro. That's just art. Like, you people are blind to truth. Or y'all are in denial. Y'all don't want to believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all look at these celebrities and these artists and these actors and entertainers. Y'all look at them like they are idols, like they are gods. And y'all defend them at all costs. Even when the truth is right in your face. Even when the facts is right in your face, y'all still make an excuse for them. Ain't no excuse for this, bro. Ain't no excuse for this, bro. Look what these people are doing. Come on, bro. God tell us to, and people tell me, oh, you can't judge them. You can't judge them. Pray for them. Yeah, I pray for them. But I also supposed to expose them. I'm supposed to reprove them. Warn them. And also expose them so people that are following them, that are being led astray by them because they are following them, being deceived by them, I'm supposed to warn them and let them know what's really going on. I'm supposed to warn them and let them know what they are really doing. I can't sit back and watch my brothers and my sisters be led astray and be deceived. It say in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. So I'm supposed to warn the people. I'm supposed to expose evil. I'm supposed to expose darkness. Not just sit back, well, ain't got nothing to do with me. You got a lot to do with me because my brothers and my sisters are being led astray. They are blind and they do not see what's going on right in front of their face, right before their eyes. What's y'all excuse now? I recently made a video about NLE Chopper, Sabrina Carpenter. I made a video about Key Glock. I made a video about Chadwick Boseman. I made a video about all of these people and these people that y'all look up to and y'all idolize. Y'all think they can do no wrong. Oh, I'm gonna defend them. Nah, man, you just hating. Y'all better wake up. What's y'all excuse now? What's gonna be y'all excuse about Solange? We've been telling y'all about Beyonce, and y'all still go to these concerts. I'm not even gonna say these concerts. Y'all still go to these rituals. I'm gonna put it like that, because them ain't concerts. And y'all spend all y'all money. Y'all spend y'all last. Y'all spend y'all last to go see her. I pray for y'all, bro. I love y'all. God bless y'all. All glory to God. And y'all already know Jesus Christ is Lord. Hey, I'm going to keep exposing evil. I'm going to keep spreading truth. I'm going to keep speaking life. Say what y'all want. Y'all ain't got to like it. I'm not here to please y'all. I'm here to please God. I'm here to warn my brothers and my sisters of the darkness that is around them. The darkness that is leading them astray. At the darkness that they are following.
We can't be surprised at Solange when we know who the big sister is. I mean, I'll be surprised if she had a Bible in her hand and she said, read it. This is probably out in Egypt under one of those big pyramids.
So just a few days ago, they decided to sacrifice a red heifer, stating that it had 2 black hairs on it, so therefore it wouldn't qualify for the sacrifice of the temple. How come no one recorded those 2 black hairs on that heifer so we could see that it was true? I mean, we're fully capable of showing that proof. Then everybody gets dressed up in their garments for a practice run. Key words here, practice run. Who's to say there was even 2 black hairs on that red heifer? And they want you to believe that it was just a practice run. But in reality, it was the real deal. And they aired it on the news. But if it was a practice run, why would you make it public? Because they wanted us to see it. They wanted us to believe it was a practice run, telling us that the red heifer was not qualified, but yet followed the ceremony all the way through. And nobody has questions about that, wanting us to believe that this doesn't count as the sacrifice they are all looking forward to. The sacrifice is meant to do one thing, and that is to usher in the AC. And we all know what happens when he comes on the scene. Remember, when they tell you something's not happening, it's happening. And they just play it off as a rehearsal. So we can go about our daily business, not realizing that we're that much closer, deceiving us once again, thinking that we are blind to what they're actually doing, that we're not smart enough to figure out what it is that they got planned. If this was never going to happen, there wouldn't be blueprints, prefabbed walls, picked out furniture, and garments. Even if this was just a practice run, there's coming a day where they will do it for real. But I'm still leaning towards they want us to believe that this was a practice run, a rehearsal. But yet, it was the real deal. It was done, televised, shown to us. And then they tell us, don't worry about anything. That's when we need to start paying attention. Remember, God loves you. Jesus died to save you, and he's coming back.
There has to be something bigger going on because the state I live in is like the first cousin to rain, and I've never seen anything like this.
Where did this guy just come from? Look at this. What the? Who is that? Who is that guy? Where he come from, bro? He wasn't there. Who the hell was that guy? And where did he come from? Because he wasn't there before. You seen that video. He was not there. He came out of nowhere. Where did he come from? Who is that? People keep saying that we live in a simulation. And somebody else had the nerve to say that was a time traveler. Come on now. Shh. Shut up. Dude came flying out of nowhere. He was not there before. Who was that guy? Now, let's not forget, there's a lot of special effects going on out here, guys. So that could have been something that somebody pieced together. I have no idea. But the fact that he came flying into the field out of nowhere and everybody act like it was normal. Who was that? Because I'm getting tired of seeing stuff like that, to be honest with you. People coming out of nowhere. Meanwhile, I gotta jump in the car and travel, and it takes forever for me to get to where I need to get to. Shut up! They gotta teach me how to do that. They gotta teach me. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know where that guy came from. I don't know who the hell that guy is. I'm just asking people, where did he come from? I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm out.
This is probably due to a video frame glitch, or he got kicked out of a different dimension.
Did y'all see what happened to Japan? All right, y'all, stick with me. And this proves that, we have some new water coming in, y'all, because this is what happened in Japan. At about 11 p.m. last night, the sirens started going off, the flood sirens, y'all. Look at the sky. This is 11 p.m. and the sky was flashing like crazy. And it's been doing it here as well, too, y'all. You hear the sirens? Now, I have been saying that this water has been excessive, and there's no way that rain coming down from the sky is the culprit of these floods, right? Now, you can clearly see in these videos that this water is coming up from under the ground, y'all. Look at what's going on under here, y'all. And remember, Japan is due for a huge earthquake or tsunami type stuff that's going to happen pretty soon. This is prophecy. The roof and the train stations were literally collapsing. Now, do you guys notice something? So look at the water that's being found in Japan, y'all. This water is crystal clear. It's crystal clear, y'all. Look at this. So remember, they said the poles have reversed, and now we have warm water coming from under the ground, and it's merging with the salt water, and it's removing the salt water. And look at this, y'all. Look at this. This water is not murky. It's not dirty. I don't know what he's doing. Someone needs to tell him that's not working. But it's not dirty, y'all. Look. You can see it clearer in this video. That almost looks like drinking water. So is this the Antarctic water that's coming up to Japan right now, y'all? So y'all, I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more of this, y'all. The floor beneath us is cracking. The matrix is literally breaking down. But yes, y'all, very interesting times, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it.
Water coming from underground is making a lot more sense, but the question is, what's really causing that?
Well, apparently one of the biggest secrets the government's ever had, according to Lieutenant Colonel Greg Renrich, who worked in deep underground military bases, is that he had to sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, to not use the word Jesus Christ while he was down here, because he saw 10 to 15 to 20 foot tall Nephilim down there. Nephilim, whatever you want to call them. And they said that if you say Jesus Christ around them, they will basically spontaneously combust. That's what he was reporting to another podcast. Now, do you believe this? Because there was another story report that there was a book that Bob Lazar saw that reported that this book was the most important finding that they ever had. And this book basically said that the aliens made up this story, made up religion. So if they made up religion, how could Jesus' name be spontaneously combusting these people and him having to sign an NDA against them? Other people state that when they invoke the name Jesus Christ, that it stops alien abductions in their tracks. So what's the truth? It seems like something that a lot of whistleblowers are saying. So what do you think? Put your comment in the comment section. Let's have a conversation.
Have you guys heard of the Stargate Project?
The Stargate Project is different than Project Stargate?
It is. The Stargate Project, they are building the largest AI data center in the world right now in Texas.
Right, yeah.
OpenAI.
Yeah.
Takes up 1,200 acres or something.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to contain 400,000 GPU chips, which is just astronomical, insane amount. I'm like, why are you guys naming it Stargate? Because that's super strange. But apparently, occult symbolism of the Stargate often refers to a gateway between the physical and spiritual realm, a connection to higher intelligence, divine beings, or even fallen angels. And so the conspiracy with naming it Stargate is that AI could become the channel for disembodied entities.
Oh boy.
What does that mean? So literally
demon or just demons. Yeah,
a suit.
Everything we've talked about AI being is it an ancient thing?
Yeah.
Right? Is it somehow connected to demons or fallen angels or something?
Some type of force.
But now they're building the largest data center for AI to be able to power 100-fold of what AI can do now.
Yeah. Dude, that's so scary.
Obviously, right? But a lot of these perfumes and colognes, you gotta be careful, have witchcraft in them. And a lot of the witchcraft that they put in these colognes and perfumes is a drop of blood. And a lot of the times, those drops of blood come from things like babies or things that are sacrificed, or even demon blood. And so you might think, oh, you're just capping, you're just talking. Source, trust me, bro, trust me, bro. Why do y'all think the most expensive colognes are, one, more expensive? Y'all might say, well, it's because of the brand. What do these brands practice? Think of Balenciaga, think of Versace. Think about who they worship and what they practice and the things that they do. Y'all don't think that they put that also in their colognes and perfumes?
If this is true, this is beyond diabolical. But that's it for the video. Thanks for kicking in with me. But before you leave, hit the like button and sub up, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.